I can never tell when this thing is on. Howdy ho, my peeps. Wow. I slept through the night for the first time in days and days and weeks probably last night. And I think what did it was we had these thunderstorms roll through last night, starting in the evening around, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something. And they were pretty spectacular. The first one especially, just roaring, rolling thunder, lots of lightning, and it was thunder and lightning at the same time, so the storm was right above us, lit up the sky, shook the house. It was really cool. Then we had a few little short downpours of rain. That was super neat. I went out and sat on the porch and watched that. And then this morning, around 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up to another storm that was rolling through, but I could smell the tar weed. I sleep with my head right next to a window, and the window opens, and so my nose and the screen are about 18 inches apart. And that tar weed was just stinking up a storm and coming in the house, and it smelled so wonderful. Now, tar weed is one of those interesting plants that it grows. It's kind of a high chaparral sort of plant. It grows here at our elevation real well. And I've got tons of it all over my property. It's kind of a low-growing plant. It sort of looks like that lamb's ear that's a popular bedding plant. You know, it's got a kind of a fuzzy light green leaf. Anyway, when that thing gets wet, well, actually, when it dries out in the summer, you can smell it. But after it's dry and then it gets wet, like if you have a rain and you haven't, weed whacked it all back, oh my gosh, you can really smell it. And it's this wonderful, intense, pungent scent that's sort of reminiscent of sage in a way. It kind of reminds me of the way that Nevada smells. And any of you guys who have spent any time in Nevada know what I'm talking about. I mean, like Nevada, not Las Vegas, but more out in the outlying areas. I've spent a lot of time in Nevada, particularly across I-80 going into Elko, because that's where my grandparents lived. And the smell of Nevada is, every time I go back there and I experience that smell, I remember just how much I love it. Well, the smell of tarweed is that way for me too. Some people hate it. It's one of those, it's like cilantro. Either you love it or you hate it. So I love it. So anyway, I woke up to that scent and it was really neat. And so I got up thinking, oh crap, now I'm going to be up for the rest of the night, rest of the morning. But I didn't. Got up, got a drink, said hi to Grant, who's always been, sleeps in his recliner, usually, unless it can entice him into bed, which I haven't been doing much lately because I haven't felt like it. Anyway. That's too much information. But so I went back to bed and back to sleep, and I slept till, I don't know, 5:30. Then I napped a little bit more. So I had like my first full night's sleep last night, and it felt wonderful. So I'm up, I'm awake, I'm obviously energetic. My foot's beginning to hurt a little bit because I've been on it probably more than I should. It's not a feeling of gout. It's more a feeling of like stress or strain. But it just feels so good to feel good. So Grant and I have marshaled ourselves into shape. We are cleaning today. I'm doing the kitchen. He's back doing the bedroom, or part of it. And when I'm done in the kitchen, I'm going to join him back there and we're going to clean. Then we've got some stuff to take to storage. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff we want to do today. I might be driving over to San Francisco tomorrow. I'm not sure. That's still up in the air. And so I think that the low pressure system that rolled through here last night really did a number on me, kind of helped get me back in balance. I'm continuing to take these uric acid things. Like I said, the jury's still out. I don't know if this makes a difference or not. I probably won't know for a couple of months because I plan on taking this daily for at least 2 months. And then I'm going to have my uric acid level checked again, my blood level, and see, where am I? If this really does a job in reducing it, because I know what my levels have been sort of historically, so I'll be able to compare that. So, What else? Oh, I keep being approached by people to do reviews. That's been fun. I've got, you know, those Munch Packs. I don't know. Maybe Munch Pack is the name of the company. I don't know. Anyhow, they contacted me. So they're sending some sort of, you know, healthy snack box. So that'll be interesting. And then I still have to do, let's see if I've got it over there behind me. Maybe I don't. I'm going to move the computer for a second. No, I don't have it behind me. Anyhow, no. I still have that TENS unit, that electrical impulse pain relieving thing. I still need to do that. So I'm going to do that unboxing. And then somebody contacted me and wanted me to do a review on this little tiny clock radio thing that has all of these inputs for, you know, plugging in your phone and your iPad and all that sort of thing. And so, yeah, so I'm going to show you guys that when it gets here. What else? What else? Oh, I know. I want to show you something else. Okay, so if you were with me last Halloween and you saw any of my videos from that back then of my yard, you would have seen my big, beautiful pumpkin display. I bought, you know, the big, huge Cinderella pumpkins and the ones with all the warts on them and the pink ones and the white ones and the little, you know, round regular pumpkins, you know, that we all know of as a pumpkin. And I decorated my yard. It looked really, really pretty. Well, look what I have this year. This came up volunteer in my driveway. Isn't that hilarious? And there were a couple other pumpkins on the vine, but they had rolled off into the driveway and they got run over by a car. But this one was still up on the in the flower bed place, so it survived. But the whole vine just withered. I mean, it just died, and this thing was just sitting there. So Grant brought it in, and I'm going to keep it on my kitchen sink thing so I can look at it when I'm doing dishes. So I thought that was really funny. My volunteer pumpkin for the year. I don't think I'm going to buy pumpkins this year. I think that this is going to be my one Halloween pumpkin. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that I'm having a good day. I've got a YouTuber on my mind, though. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Becky's Homestead. She is a gal. She lives in Central Florida on 2.5 acres. She built a log cabin, I think, with her son or someone. And she has animals. They follow her around the barnyard. And her videos are all about when you leave the corporate world behind and you want to go off grid and you want to figure out how you can live a simpler life. She gives you a lot of tips about it. So anyhow, I've been watching her on and off for a couple of years, and she elected to stay at her homestead through the storm, through Irma. And as it turned out, her farm, I think it was probably right in the path of the eye, I think, because I think she was Central Florida a little bit north. I'm not certain, but she hasn't done an update. She'd done a video showing how how they prepared when hurricanes were coming through. But being so inland, it was never that big of a deal, apparently. Well, this time that's different. So I haven't seen an update from her yet to see how they fared during the storm. I did see something from Simply Twee Beings today. They are other YouTubers that I watch, and they lived down in Panacea, Florida, which is on the Gulf Coast, kind of up high. And as it turned out, they were right in the path, and then the thing went, you know, through the center of the state, and so it missed them where they were, more or less, but it blew down awnings and it knocked over stuff and all that. They got out and went up to, I think, Georgia, and now they're going to try to get home as soon as they can to, you know, get back to their little life there. So, you know, it's been a little stressful waiting for people to check back in to find out how much damage a lot of these folks had, particularly my friends who lived on the water. And there are some that haven't checked in yet. So anyhow, I'm a little bit nervous about that still, but, you know, man, life just keeps rolling on with scary things. It just does. So that's basically all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say howdy today. Like I said, I don't have any propane. Well, I have a little bit of propane, but I'm sure I'm going to run out before they replace it. But I don't have enough to do any real cooking, so I'm not going to until after I get more propane. Although I may do some microwave $3 dinners. If I can figure out how to do that, I will. And so that's basically what's on my plate for the next few days, is kind of cleaning and sort of testing myself to see how far I can push things to, get back on my feet and get back to acting like a human being. So, on that fairly happy note, I'm going to say bye-bye and wish you all a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!